Hey girls, welcome back. Day 7. Thank you for hanging in there, for getting through these videos, investing your time in these. I do kind of hate that I have to do these videos. It's a little bit impersonal, but our team is growing so fast and so rapidly. We also want these to be a resource for you and for your teams, because you may be a new distributor, but you may be adding new distributors underneath you very, very quickly. So we hope that this is a resource, and we appreciate you guys watching all of these. So this time we are going to talk about salesmanship and kind of managing your Facebook for the long run, and some tips and tricks for demoing on the go, and then just some business etiquette things. So first we're going to talk about establishing your credibility and running that Facebook page. I wish very, very much that we had here's how to run it, here's the black and white, here's exactly how to get the most traffic and get everybody in the universe to buy from you. There's just not. Each person is totally unique and individual. The social media presence that you have is completely different than mine, is completely different than the distributor next to you. So do keep that in mind, that you go at your own pace, that you're unique. There is absolutely nobody like you. And that is awesome. And that's the awesome thing about this business, is that you can be yourself. You can connect with people in a way that I can't. You can connect with people in a way that nobody else can, and use that to your advantage. And just know that your journey and your growth in your business is specifically yours and unique and unlike anybody else's. So do keep that in mind. When you're establishing credibility and you're posting selfies and sharing colors, do remember that you are the face of it. You are the representation of it. I know that that may sound a little bit vain, but people like to buy from other people, especially if they're looking at skincare, cosmetics, and all of these things. Are looking to somebody else who is groomed. Maybe y'all need to get an eyebrow wax. I do. I'm headed tonight. Maybe you need to, I don't know, brush your hair, dry shampoo, whatever. Just remember that when you're posting it, the same way that you probably wouldn't get your hair cut or from somebody who had bad hair, or somebody let them thread your eyebrows that had bad eyebrows. So that's something just to keep in mind, that your business and you're the face of that business and the salesperson of that. So managing that customer group, do keep those in mind with your post. Also, remember that not every post can be a salesy solicitation type post. What happens is people just scroll right past those. They know what you're selling. They know that you're the LipSense rep, and you may be in an area where there's other LipSense representatives and distributors, which is totally fine. But keep that in mind. Also, when you're sharing content, I want to share all the content, all the information that I have with my team. But your friends, you may have some other overlap with some other friends. They're going to be seeing those same posts if you don't change them up or make them yours. That is where live videos come in really handy. Polls, like take what color should I wear today? Ask something completely different. Hey, I'm going to get my hair cut. Help me decide these things. That gets more interaction. As with a sales post constantly, don't get the interaction and don't draw people in. Even if you see an ad on Facebook, you see ads on Facebook all the time. We may scroll past those, even if it's something that we like, because they don't be sold to all the time. So keep it in mind in an engaging way that's not constantly salesing. The next thing is, you can do games too. This is not something I do a lot of, but that's my personality, is not really to keep up with the games and do the games. If that's something that you love and it's fun and that's your personality, do that. Keep it yours and specifically you, because people do read those posts as if they were speaking to you with your voice behind it. So keep that in mind, that you can do that even if your upline doesn't do them or somebody else does do them. You like it, do it. And I think it's fun to kind of see that engagement. You also may be in other distributors groups. So here's a little bit of salesmanship on this part that you want to keep in mind, that I'm in all of my first line groups, and that's it. I'm going to be in your Facebook group if you're in my first line, and you should do the same for your first line. This helps us to answer questions and color match and help out with just interaction. If we like that post and we comment in a way that's just engaging and helps tell Facebook that post is interesting and engaging, and that helps your post to be seen more. And that's why we're in there. So if you are in another distributors group that's on your team, or maybe even a friend that's not on your team, do be respectful in that group and in maybe a marketplace or sales group on Facebook, and somebody's posting about Lip Sense, posting about Self Tanner, posting about Synergence products. They've engaged those people. Don't do it. Do not try to poach somebody else's customers. That's just inauthentic. It really does not make you look good. People are only coming to you because you've discounted it, because it's just not gonna, it's the longevity of your business. It's just not worth it. And it's really, it's not nice. So don't do that. Something else that you may run into salesmanship wise, you may have overlap. For me, if I have a distributor that's underneath me and we have some overlapping friends, I'm passing that off. My preschool, my kids go to preschool at, they were one of my very first demos I ever did. I now have distributors at that school. So I've handed it off in that way because I want them to grow their business, and that's really convenient for them to be able to sell to their teachers and friends at that school. You may have a customer that comes to you and says, hey, I see that you've got Bella in stock, or whatever unicorn color is in high demand at that moment. If I know that they're a customer, I may say, that's awesome. Yes, that's a good color match for you. I get a lot of messages from people that say, hey, I was referred to you for a color match. Can you match this? Can you find one that's good for my skin tone? I'm a bride, I'm a bridesmaid, whatever it is. And I do make sure to ask now, do you have a Lip Sense rep? Yes, you do. Perfect. I need to refer you back to her, but let her know that that is the color that I think would be good and see if they have it in stock. If their representative is my downline, I'm probably going to give them the product and then let my distributor charge them. So just keep that in mind, that you would want the same thing done for you and done for your girls. The next thing, and I did touch on the discounting. For the longevity of promotions, discounts in your business, those need to create a sense of urgency. And if you are always posting 10% off and 15% off, one color, two color, it's really not, they'll be like, oh, I'll just get it next week, or I'm just gonna order like usual. And I had fallen into the same trap right at first of offering 15% off or free shipping like every other weekend. So that is really not going to benefit you or your business in the long term. Something really great to do to help drive sales is what another distributor, Kristen, who is not even in our upline, she is a Dallas-Fort Worth leader, and we kind of taken her idea of these videos as well because we're constantly learning from each other. And she does a product of the month, which is something that quite a few of our girls have done. Now, she may bundle that to where if somebody spends $100 on X amount of product, they get 15% off that bundle and free shipping, whatever it may be. If you do a buy 5, get 1 free, you do need to do the math on that to make sure that that is always less than 15%. That is in your policies and procedures. You agree to it. It's unfair competitive pricing. If you do that, don't do it. It's really not going to help you build your business. You're not going to have anyone see value in the product. These products are worth every single penny. They really are. They're not overly priced. They're absolutely worth it. So don't do that to yourself or to your business. It can hurt your fellow distributors and other distributors, and that's just not the business that we're in. This is a sisterhood, and we are empowering women, and I'm very passionate about that. So please don't do that. We will have to let you know. I made that mistake one time. I just did the math wrong. It was like 20%, and Chris and Ray said, hey, Linz, this is actually more than 15% off. Can you pull that down? No big deal. I did. And then I learned, and I knew to pass it on to my distributors. So do keep that in mind. We do watch out for that. It's something that it's not okay. So don't do that either. The next thing, there's also the highlighting a month, and just don't sell yourself short. You may think, oh my gosh, if somebody gives you pushback on pricing, don't engage. You just say absolutely, and I don't mean don't engage, but don't your reaction to that and your confidence in that, and just to say these products are so worth it. 1 tube of Lip Sense is equal to 4 tubes of lipstick. I mean, how much lipstick was I wasting putting it on all day or not wearing it? These tubes of Lip Sense are made to last. 3 colors creates 1,027,000 different color combinations, or within that, at least 17 distinctively different color combinations. So I know that can be hard for some people, and it was kind of hard for me at first, and it makes you kind of uneasy. Lean into that. and just say, girl, absolutely, but it's really not that big of a deal if you think about it, that it's 4 tubes of lipstick and an equivalent. You're gonna love this so much, I promise you, and there's 100% money back guarantee. There is no risk. I know most companies have 7 days. I don't know who uses something they know that they don't want it in 7 days. 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, max. This is the bottom of the bottle. This is glossy, but it could be a color, and this could be empty. And someone says, I just didn't get the experience that I wanted. Usually that doesn't happen at the bottom of the bottle. I've never had that happen, but they could if they wanted to. So they have no risk. With skincare, any of the cosmetic line, the solutions line, any of that, that is no risk. So feel very confident in pushing that. Your confidence, most of the time that somebody pushed back with the money, 97% of the time, they said, okay, and they bought it anyway. And then they love it. And then we have new distributors, and then they're passing it on and sharing their love and growing businesses. The next thing, again, going back to being an example and, run your business, run it all the time. Go to the grocery store. Always wear your stripes, girls. This is what you mean when we wear your stripes. You're wowing. So somebody's going to be like, oh, were you playing? I get this all the time. Were you playing the makeup counter at Sephora or Ulta? I'm like, no, girl. I'm like, I was playing with lip sense. I don't even say like, I saw lip sense. I used to say that, and then I realized they're like, skirt. They thought I was selling to them. I just say, oh my gosh, girl, I was playing with lip sense. Have you heard of this? Watch this. Oh my gosh. And I've always got my kids like hanging on me. They're screaming in the other room. It's bedtime. And I just show them that. And I just say, it's incredible. Then I go, you always rub your lips, girls. And that's another thing. Always have your lip sense on. Because people want that. They want to see, I happen to wear a bold lip. That's not something that I ever did before lip sense. But I feel beautiful wearing it, and I'm comfortable and can because of lip sense. So now that you know that you can wear your stripes, people are going to stop you at the gas station, at Walmart, Sam's Club, I get stopped all the time at the post office. I'm mailing my really cute pink bubble mailers. Is to have this mini demo kit, and I cannot take credit for this whatsoever. This comes from Liz Day, another lovely lady, under Lauren Jordan's dominion, before Kristen Ray was our crown princess. But she is a fellow distributor, and she has these, and these are on our page, girls. So on Kristen Ray and I's squad page, our joint page, business page, for our team, there's a link to these. These are on Amazon. You can get 3 of these for $7. It's really inexpensive. I like to have these on hand too in case I have a new distributor that I want to send this with them for, I don't even know what. I've sent one with a girl who was going out of town. I've sent them to somebody who was meeting up with friends for the evening and sent them with some testers. So you always want to have that on hand. I keep testers in these. This is way more than usual, or just more now. It has the new colors. I like to have all the fall colors as well as my standard colors of a neutral, a brown, a red, a light pink, and a dark pink. I like to keep those on hand. So I keep those in there in this middle section. I do keep glossy samples and applicators. For applicators, I like the clear ones. They're tighter fit in the bottle and the tubes of lip sense, so I'm not wasting product. That's how I like to test. I do use 3 applicators per test. I feel like it wastes less product. Again, that's me personally, and some people run that a little bit differently. Then I have my business cards. Then I do carry the Lucy bag that has my stock in it, so I do have stock on hand. If you did not, you can actually stick stock in a baggie or in this other pocket here and have that on hand. It's a mini on-the-go demo kit. I promise you, you're gonna have somebody stop you at the dentist office is a big one, the doctor's office, and they ask you that. I'm like, girl, especially if I don't have my kids with me, I have an extra hand. I've been playing with lip sense. Can you believe that? This is the red color that I've got on, or whatever I've got on. By that time, I pulled it out, and I'm like, girl, check this out. And before they can say no, I'm ready to test their hand. Do you mind if I test it on your hand? Do you want to see how this works? And they're like, oh my gosh. I'm like, do you like that color? I have it in my bag. And I have glossy and oops, and it's a collection. So just keep those. That's really great and easy way to keep it in your bag and keep it really simple, and it zips up, and I just stick it in my diaper bag. So keeping up with your Facebook page and managing that customer group and keeping it engaging, always post, reply to comments, and follow up and be interactive with that. Scheduling tools, we did talk about Tiny Torch or Post My Party. I personally right now use Tiny Torch just because I haven't looked into Post My Party, but I've heard really great things about it. And there is a post on the page that I did about Tiny Torch. The last thing is, the last business etiquette is keeping it really positive. There are going to be frustrating things about everything, about your day, about a customer experience, about an experience that you have, about a customer that's an out of stock. I mean, there's always going to be something. If you focus on the positive things, so will your customers and how you handle that. Please keep the Facebook post. The reason that we do this is because our groups are growing so quickly that, you know, Sally Joe is going to add a brand new distributor and they're all amped up and they're excited and they're going to launch her. And then they see these posts that are negative, and I have a customer with exfoliation, something, I have something, I can't believe these things are out of stock. I mean, we can help you with those. And most of us have been in the business long enough to have weathered worse out of stocks. And I don't even think that, I don't want to say worse. The company growth, girls, this is exactly where you want to be. This company grew at 436% growth last year. The company at least doubles in size every 3 months. The company, Synagents, did more in sales in the month of September than they did in all of 2015. Holy smokes! Guys, you're exactly where you want to be. So do keep in mind the things that you post in our Facebook groups, on your distributor pages, for your clients, as well as your personal pages. Keep it upbeat, and that's really for your benefit too, is that we are just trying to be very mindful of that. So keep that in mind. Lastly, if you ever have an issue, come to your direct line. We always gripe up, girls. Always gripe up. We're always going to need to vent. You have your husbands, you've got your best friends. Always vent up for the business because we've been there, and we may have a solution for you. It can help you work through that in a really positive way that can positively impact your business. And then I said lastly, like 3 times, but very last thing, girls, we have the very best home office staff. I cannot tell you, these are real women, and when people get frustrated and they haven't met our home office girls and they maybe just don't quite understand the growth and then moving into a new distribution center and new warehouses and a new home office because of our growth, which is amazing and incredible, they are our backbone. So do show them the love, do show patience. If you have an issue that needs to be resolved, they are so good about handling it. They are some of the best women in the universe. So show them lots and lots and lots and lots of love, because they take very good care of you and us, and they're just, I mean, amazing. And you guys will meet them as you go to trainings and different things from here on out. But thank you, girls. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Please ask any questions. Thank you for hanging in there for all of these videos and launching your business. And we are really excited to watch your business grow and to support you in that way. Thanks, guys.